So I didn't show you my two pieces of work I did. These are the scones, I don't know, candle holders that I picked up from Goodwill. Was a 2-pack when I got them. And they look pretty old, but I did clay embellishments all on here. I glued them on. I painted it black, and then I did silver rub and buff on it. Here's the other one. Set of 2. And I was trying to find little candles for them, and I couldn't. I've got some that fit perfectly in here, but they're tall. They're battery operated, but they're tall. I have some short ones, but they're wobbly in here. I just painted the back black. I may throw some silver on there, and that kind of helps preserve it a little bit because I think it was pretty old wood. Now is my Edgar Allan Poe. I think it come out quite cute. I put here Nevermore on a piece of material. Let me get my glasses on so I can see this better. And up here I put the raven, little wooden letters. I got a raven back here. I took an old book. I put Poe on it and I just glued it shut. I put this fake leather on it. This piece of wood I got at Goodwill. And this is a little golden bust. And I had to put him a little mustache on there because Edgar Allan Poe has a mustache. I put some little skulls and I got that little moss on there. And I think it came out good. I did like a paint and then I did like whitewashed over it to make it look older and stuff. That's that. I've got a box down here of Halloweeny stuff. I got some pumpkins I made over here I'm not finished with. That's what I'm going to be doing until I get enough inventory. Right now for fall, I think I got, what did I say, added up, like 23 items. Is that enough for 6 hours? I don't know. You know, a lot of people will tell you what they do at craft fairs, how much they take, what sells, what don't sell. Now, back east, back in Indiana, where I see a lot of these girls on YouTube that have shows, they have a booth. And they make a lot of stuff and they have a booth, they put it in. Out here, there's really no booths. The only thing they have are these craft shows. There's an antique place over here. They kind of want antiques, not so much stuff you made. Where back home, you'll have these little, they call them little antique malls. We'll go in there, me and my sisters. You may have a couple little booths that have, obviously it's old stuff. But you'll have some booths that are, a lot of the stuff is made stuff, homemade stuff. And I just don't have those kind of venues out here, or people don't, I don't know. It's not so much the venue. I think sometimes the people out here have different taste or whatever, Maybe they just like buying stuff brand new and not recycling. I don't know. I don't even know if I should put in my wording that I recycle stuff because they seem to get confused over that. One year I had these vases I made, and I made them to look like they were clay pottery, right? And I had a sign that said faux clay vases. And somebody asked me, what does faux mean? And it was an older, he wasn't young. He was probably in his 30s. And I thought, you don't know what faux is. Well, I know some of us don't use that word faux. He didn't understand that, I think. He left the table real quick when I explained it to him. I've had people also tell me, oh, so you fired that in a kiln? And I said, no, it's not real pottery. And they're like, what? So then I have to show it to them and explain. See, this is a spaghetti jar. See? Oh, yeah, I see. Well, it's like a joke. If you got to explain the joke, it's not really a joke. So I'm like, if I got to explain my craft to people, then it's not really a craft that they want to look at, I guess. So I just thought I'm going to just take that out of my vocabulary and just put fall decor slash gifts, or something like that. That's the kind of little things I've learned from going to craft fairs. I wish that I would have started this sooner, but I kind of did, but I just didn't go to the right venues at first. Plus I was working. Now that I'm retired, it's a lot easier to prepare for these and stuff. It gets kind of rough because I may need help. I'm not young anymore like I used to be. And even though I pack my stuff pretty well, I have it in containers, we can put it on, I can put it on a dolly and will it. But it's a lot of work to get my son or Bill to help. And now we're down to one vehicle. So it's kind of scary. I don't know you got to plan this stuff ahead of time, but yet part of me's like, what's going to happen? Is everything going to collapse by then? I don't know. But in the meantime, I know I just can't sit on my hands and wonder what not. So I'm just going to prepare myself for a craft fair. I even thought I'm going to make me a little hat, make me and my sister a little hat. I think I'll make a little pumpkin and, I got grapes and I'm going to make me a little hat for fall. Maybe a pumpkin and do something to it. And that way we'll be festive. But anyway, guys, I just kind of wanted to let you know what I was doing. Here it is. What is this? July 20th, I think. So we got a few more weeks, and I'll have like a month, right, before my craft fair. So I'm going to work on some more fall / Thanksgiving decor. I'm going to do a little research and see what people like and, see what I got and go from there. But I'll keep you updated. I just want to let you know I'm still alive and kicking, even though the weather has been crazy. But I probably won't talk to you again until August is my sister's birthday. I'll be pretty busy from now until then. I may throw a couple little things on here, because, I always find something interesting in the weather or in the news. So with that, I'm going to say adios, and I'll see you later, alligator. Bye. Hey, so I'm out here waiting for my sister. We're going to make a run to Walmart. It's like 90 degrees out. Going to get 100, so it feels kind of nice out. Got a little breeze. Let's see, skies are clear. Not a lot of clouds. No wind. You see my tree up there, it's not blowing at all. Little wind. But it's official. I paid for my craft table for 2 days. One in September, one in October. So we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, so I stopped over here by Michael's. I'm going to go in here and get me some stuff I need. It's like 91 today. I got people coming in. 91 is going to be 106. And let me see here. See, we got clear skies all over the place. So, no wind. All right, let's see what we got going in here. Let's get in here to Michael's. See what we got. So I came here and got my toes done. Got this beautiful brown color. Look at the tan marks on my feet.